Hello, I'm Terry Miles. I'm just going to show you a quick little useful riff, a little tip. So if you just come to the right hand, I'll show you roughly what it is at a bit of a speed first, and then I'll break it down. Okay, so the main riff you heard me play is this one. Okay, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so to start with, we're going to put our thumb on the C above middle C. So you've got middle C here, so this is the C above it with the thumb, and the little finger on the octave C above it. Thumb on the C, then your index finger, or finger number 2, goes onto the E flat at the same time as your little finger plays the C at the top, like that. So it's, and then it slides to the E. The index finger slides to the E, so it's, see? From the E flat to the E with the same finger, so it's, then back to the C with the thumb, so it's, and then the F with the index finger and the little finger on the C at the top, so at the same, then back to the C, then the F sharp and the C, and then the G. So the secret is really to keep rocking back to the C. So it's, and that's the whole riff, you see. So one more time, thumb starts the whole thing on the C above middle C. And what makes this effective especially is that the little finger tends to be the weakest one muscle wise, so it takes possibly a little bit of practice to get a bit of strength into it, but it will come if you just practice this for couple of hours or something. So there you go. Sliding from the E flat to the E and the C at the same time. Then rock back to the C, and then the F and the C, rock back to the bottom C, and then F sharp and top C, and then G and top C. So. And then we keep repeating that riff. So that's it once, then we play it twice, then 3 times, and then on the 4th time, instead of playing it again, we just go. That's the middle finger on the F sharp, slide into the G, and then the little finger at the C at the top. So it's. Doesn't matter what left-hand riff you're doing. So supposing in this instance, let's just say we're doing the chop. Now the chop is obviously this one, you know, little finger on the F, index on the 5th, and the thumb on the 6th. Let's just use the chop for this instance, okay? So back to the right hand, the riff, when we move to the F, it stays on the same riff. So this is it in C. Now F, on the F chord, it stays the same. Get back to the C. Okay, so one more time from the beginning. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now F. And that's the Boogie Woogie tip for today. I do have a DVD tutorial available which is packed full of tricks of the trade with a lot of my Boogie Woogie piano tricks, and it's broken down in a much more sort of sympathetic and concise manner than I have done just there. It kind of goes into a lot of details with fingering that you use and etc., and also lots of different riffs and tricks, mainly kind of especially featuring Jerry Lee Lewis and Dr. John type riffs, intros and endings, and I always find that if you do an intro to a Boogie Woogie rather than just go straight into it, it sounds a lot more effective. And also if you kind of end it in a nice kind of manner, you know, that kind of thing as an ending, or a little intro like this, you know. There's loads of those intros on my DVD and download, loads of endings, and you can order my DVD directly from myself. My email address is terrymiles8, as a figure 8, at msn.com, or you can go onto eBay and put a search in for Learn the Best Boogie Woogie Piano, and it's there. That's eBay UK. And I hope to see you again with more piano Boogie Woogie tips and tricks of the trade very, very soon.